Radical.
I gotta talk about this. I gotta talk about this wild ending to the Lakers-Bulls game. This might be the wildest ending to a basketball game or any sports game I have ever seen. But before I talk about that, talk about all the praise all sports media was laying on LeBron James, who got a buzzer beater, right? This is all I could hear. All these sports outlets, they were talking about how the Lakers beat the Pacers, and the buzzer beater was not LeBron James hitting a long three or even really a layup, but you see Luka in that game, he missed a close miss where all the defense collapsed on Luka. And LeBron got a little tip in. He tipped it in, a buzzer-beating tip in, which is really the lamest buzzer beater ever. I mean, buzzer beaters are kind of cool, game-winning buzzer beaters, but really, it's the lamest buzzer beater there is, tipping in someone else's miss, all right? Well, there's a guy named Josh Giddey. Giddey! Josh Giddey of the Chicago Bulls. You might not have heard of him. He's not exactly a household name. But on this night, he completely destroyed LeBron. Completely and utterly embarrassed LeBron at the end of that game. How did he do that? Well, you see, in 12 seconds, the Lakers were up, I believe, 115 to 110. They had a 5-point lead with a little over 12 seconds. Now, usually, in a basketball game at the end, if you are up by 5 points with 12 seconds left, there's hardly no way the other team is going to come back and win. I mean, it's 12 seconds. What happens usually is a team might get a quick 2 or a quick 3, and the other team inbounds passes, and they hold on to the ball, and somebody fouls them. Then they make, 1 or 2 free throws, right? It becomes a war at the free throw line at the very end, the last couple seconds, usually. So with 12 seconds left, the Bulls inbounded, and there was one pass and a second pass in 2 seconds. It took them 2 seconds to hit a three. So it was 113 to 115. All right? Now, LeBron James had the task of inbounding the ball. And LeBron, who is a consummate all-star, a pro, some people say the best player of all time, he had the laziest inbound pass I have ever seen. Basically handed it right to Josh Giddey. Handed it right to Josh Giddey. He might as well just inbound passed it to him. That's how lazy the pass was. Jordan would never. So anyway, he had this lazy pass basically to Josh Giddey. 10 seconds left. He passed it out to Kobe White, who hit a three. So now it took them 6 seconds, only 6 seconds to score 6 points and get the lead. Crazy. I think on that three, the first three, I think LeBron had a very late contest on that first three, so you can make an argument. The first 2 plays, number one was because of LeBron's poor defense and basically LeBron throwing it away. I mean, you got to live with it if it's a turnover, when you're going up court, but that's just that's a rookie mistake. You can't do that kind of shit. And LeBron's a pro, so he basically gave the Bulls the ball. And this is not a world-beaten team. This is the fucking Chicago Bulls, right? So the Lakers with Luka and LeBron are somehow struggling versus the Bulls. But, they don't have a center, so people can make that argument because they traded away Anthony Davis. But anyways, so the Lakers now find themselves down 1, 6 seconds left. And LeBron pulls through. And he gets a quick layup, so he puts him back up. No, actually, it wasn't LeBron. Nope. He didn't fix his mistake, because if it was me, if I was in that game and I had thrown the ball away, you best believe I'm trying to get to that goal and make up for that shit. But you know what? He doesn't do it. Austin Reeves comes through. Hero Austin Reeves gets a quick 2, puts him up 1, cleans up LeBron's fucking mistake, puts them back up. And then guess what happens? Take a guess what happens. With 3 seconds left, the Bulls inbound. They pass to one person. That person passes to Josh Giddey. And at half court, this is the thumbnail that I chose for this commentary. At half court, beyond half court, somehow Josh Giddey launches a beyond half court three like he's fucking Steph Curry. Nails that shit. I think swishes that shit. And guess who he nails that three right in the fucking face of? The king, the GOAT, the greatest player of all time, LeBron James. This picture will live in LeBron's head for the rest of his life. It is hilarious. It's hilarious. They even made a mock-up statue. They edited a mock-up statue, and they said the Chicago Bulls should consider making a statue of this moment, which they won't. It's silly. They would make a statue of this particular regular season game moment. But it's so funny to see, right? And it's not that I hate LeBron James or don't understand that he is one of the best players to ever grace the sport of basketball, but there's these moments that you need to bring up. People need to bring up if there's a conversation about the greatest basketball player of all time. It's just not about stats. It's just not about championships. It's about little moments where you royally fuck up for your team.